Welcome back. In this video, I will reveal one of the most incredible mathematical discoveries of our time. You will not find this information in any current mathematics textbook. We will start by exploring the secret superpower of Pythagorean triangles. Let's unravel their magic in science today. All right, picture this. You're gazing at a right-angled triangle. The sides meet at a perfect 90 degrees. But what's the real star here? The hypotenuse, the longest side. Thanks to Pythagoras, we know that the square of this hypotenuse equals the sum of the squares of the other two sides. Simple, right? Now, here's why it matters. This basic concept forms the backbone of trigonometry and physical sciences. Imagine you're an astronomer calculating the distance between stars. Those faraway points form a cosmic triangle with Earth, and the hypotenuse helps pinpoint their exact location in space. Or think about architects designing skyscrapers. What? They rely on Pythagorean triangles to ensure those towering structures stand tall and stable. No wonky angles here, just precision and safety. Even in physics, when calculating vectors or forces, it's these trusty right-angled triangles that make complex equations manageable. The hypotenuse gives us the magnitude, making sense of otherwise chaotic data. From your GPS guiding you home to engineers building bridges, the Pythagorean theorem is everywhere. It's the unsung hero of science, quietly ensuring we measure, build, and explore our world with accuracy and confidence. To put it bluntly, the Pythagorean 90-degree hypotenuse triangle is a fundamental tool used in measuring the physical world and is the basis of all of trigonometry. The ancient Greek astronomer and mathematician Aristarchus of Samos, who presented the first known heliocentric model which placed the Sun at the center of the solar system, with the Earth revolving around the Sun, used 90-degree hypotenuse triangles to measure the distance to the Sun. Even though his estimate was widely off the mark, this is a great example of the power of Pythagorean triangles. So next time you see a right-angled triangle, give it a nod of respect. It's not just geometry, it's the key to unlocking the physical universe. And now we come to the truly mind-blowing part of all of this. What does the Pythagorean 90-degree triangle have to do with the Fibonacci 60-digit clock? In this video, we have seen that the Pythagorean 90-degree hypotenuse triangle is fundamental to measuring physical space. And in previous videos, I showed you how the Fibonacci series is creating a perfect 60-digit human clock, which we use to measure time. We also know that according to Einstein, the universe is made up of a fabric of space and time, which he called space-time. In earlier videos, I said the universe is actually being created using mathematical information stored within waves of time. Now look at this totally mind-blowing mathematical revelation. The Fibonacci 60-digit clock, which perfectly mimics our human clocks used here on Earth, collapses into a perfect Pythagorean 90-degree hypotenuse triangle in which the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the opposite two sides. This is beyond incredible, and the mathematical probability of this being random is so astronomical that no mathematician in their right mind could argue that this is mere chance. You have to ask yourself, how can this be possible? How can the Fibonacci 60-digit clock, which so perfectly mimics time here on Earth, collapse into a perfect Pythagorean hypotenuse triangle which is used to measure all of space? And why are mathematics scholars not studying all of this? Why are they hiding away from this discovery? I have tried on numerous occasions to contact scholars to show them all of this. I've created numerous videos explaining this. I've sold hundreds, if not thousands of copies of my books. And yet to this day I don't see or hear of any scholar addressing the empirical mathematics behind this discovery. The Fibonacci 60-digit clock collapses into a perfect Pythagorean hypotenuse triangle. This is an empirical mathematical discovery that can be easily verified. Mathematical information stored within waves of time are collapsing into triangles which are used to measure space. In essence, waves of time are creating the physical universe we experience and measure around us. Our scientists have no idea what the universe really is or how the physical universe comes into existence. When they study subatomic particles, they find that these fundamental entities exhibit both wave and particle-like properties. They call this phenomenon wave-particle duality, and it is only when they try to observe these subatomic particles that they collapse the wave function and the particle becomes fixed in space. This is the basis of quantum physics. Here in these videos, I have mathematically demonstrated how the Fibonacci series is creating a perfect human clock. And now I have shown you how that Fibonacci clock collapses into a perfect hypotenuse triangle used to measure space. I am saying that waves of information encoded into cycles of time are collapsing into the particles used to generate the construct we see around us, which we call the universe. The universe is a mathematical construct. Mainstream scholars are hiding away from, and may even be actively suppressing this discovery because it is coming from a complete nobody who is saying that God showed it to him. Where are all the expert debunkers and guardians of truth? Why don't they go online and expose me as a fraud who made all this up? They were so quick to debunk flat earthers. No matter what they do, they cannot hide from the empirical mathematical information I have shown you here. There is no way I could have faked all of this. How can the Fibonacci 60-digit clock magically collapse into a perfect hypotenuse triangle? This is such simple mathematics. Anybody can easily pause this video on this screen and confirm all of this with a handheld calculator. C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared. A true mathematician and seeker of truth would be stunned by this. Einstein's hair would have stood on end at the empirical information presented here, though I'm not sure what he would have made of its discoverer. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Pythagorean magic and the Fibonacci 60-digit clock, hit like and subscribe and stay tuned for more wonders. It is up to everyday people like you and me to share this discovery. The people in power are afraid of what all of this means and of how I found it. I am a direct challenge to their carefully constructed narrative of random chaos, and they don't want you to hear the message I bring. Make sure you watch all my previous videos and keep sharing them. See you soon.